Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Well, I decided to get ready and y'all be there with me. And I'm having my favorite candle, even though it is completely the wrong time of year for it. I love it. I love it so much. It's the Cider Lane. It's always got a different label on it. Sometimes it's just straight big block white letters, Cider Lane. Sometimes it's this picture like this and it's got a little cursive. I don't care what it looks like. It just smells so good. It smells like fall, my favorite time of year. I can't help it. Fall is my favorite time of year. It says the hot summer is finally over. Bree, she put the ball. I know. Bree's in your life as much as she's in my life. Because if you're in my life, Bree's in your life. Because she wants to play ball every time I get on the computer. Every time I sit down, so it doesn't matter. Okay, there's a fuzz there. How's everybody doing? Let's have a little cup of coffee. Y'all can't see because the way people make cups, they put the pretty picture on the side that you're drinking from. Isn't that pretty? This is a Northern Cardinal. See where it says so? I love that. And see on that side you get this little worm. And today I'm having caramel drizzle. And I just love it. I feel very fall today. What's going on? I'm trying to stave off the summer coming. But I'd love to have a little spring. I love spring. But spring's so short. It's always like a couple of weeks is all we get here in the South. It's so hot in the South. And I so don't look forward to it. And I know people are like, it's so cold. It's like, let me tell you something. I don't like the cold either. Right? My heat has been out for 4 days. So we've got, I've had to work from home, so we have a fire in the fireplace. We've got a space heater in here, which I just cut off to film. It's the little fireplace that has a space heater and it has the faux flame look. Then I also have a space heater in our bedroom and downstairs. When I'm downstairs, it has to be cut off right now. I have a space heater around the like close to the fish and the birds so that they don't freeze to death. But it is warmed up a little during the day, but still around the 40s. And at least it's not 20 at night anymore. So now it's more like 60 during the day and 40. Still very, that's 40's cold, y'all. Below 50 degrees gets cold. My toes get cold. I got double socks on. But it's those little lotion socks. Hold on, I'll show you. I like these little lotion socks. You can get them in, you know what? Here's ours, like that. And they're stretchy. And they're just soft. Oh my gosh, they're so soft. And you can get them at Bath and Body Works. And I'm putting it back on because my little toesies is just a freezing. What has been going on? So, I got all my makeup on except my eye makeup. And I was going to use my Chanel. And this is the Le Beige. And the it looks like it says Les Beiges. But you don't pronounce the S's, so it's Le Beige. Or Le is L-E. Lay is L-E-S, so Le Beige. And this is the Healthy Glow Natural Eyeshadow Palette. And what I like about this one, if you want to invest in a Chanel palette, I do like this palette. And it's still available on Chanel.com makeup. When you go to Chanel.com, they've got all the fashion shows. They've got all the handbags and jewelry, and then there's a makeup section, so go there and you'll find this one. And this is what it looks like, and notice it's different. It's not black. The Le Beige line is got this cream color background with a black logo instead of the black background with a white logo. So that's the difference in the packaging. Still classy, but they're making sure you notice the difference. It's supposed to be a little more au naturel. But also, why do I have so many little... I think that one's not a Chanel one. Hold on a second. Oh, they are all three. I'm just cramming them in here. Okay, so look at this palette. Okay, let me see if I can fill the frame with it so you can see it really, really up close. Let me block my face. Any background, it tends to finally focus when you do that. And then if I bring it back a little bit, it still does that. These are just so basic. A white highlighter, 2 transition colors, one's more taupey, one's more brown, and then a darker, almost like a black, but it's kind of like a brown black, and then of course one shimmer that you can put on your inner corner right under the arch right here of your brow to give that little highlight. And then also you might want to just, and I would always use my finger on something that's shimmery, put it on the center of your lid and blend it out. But this is just so basic. And so for those of you who are going, Beth, I just can't afford a Chanel. And sometimes I don't even want to watch your channel because you use Chanel. My goodness, let's be nicer than that. I use all kinds. Because Wet n Wild, that you can get at your local drugstore, and I think some grocery stores. I think I got this at Walgreens or Rite Aid. It's cruelty free. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon, and it's an eyeshadow quad, but I don't think, get this look. Does it have a name? Oh, it does have a name. Okay, this is Sweet as Candy number 349. So you could even order this online. Sweet as Candy 349. And can I show you something? Look at the colors. Let me just put the little sponge applicators aside. Look at the colors. Y'all, it's same. It's same. And this one has the pink eyelid color over here. You can so use that for blush. So I'm going to do one side on my face with this and one side of my face with this, and then I'm going to have to go find a blush. So let's just start with this. We're going to use, and what I like about this, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually imprinted into the colors. It says brow bone, transition, eyelid, and crease. So there. All right. So let's do brow bone. And also, whenever I have a brow bone color, which is a light highlight color, whether it's frosted or matte, I also do the inner corner with it. Because what it does is it lightens things up. Now, here's the thing. One of the cheaper things about this is you do not have a mirror. Mirror costs. So I have my little trusty mirror down here. And I have one there. And I have one in that. I have one. I have lots of them. Now, what's the fallout on this? Here's the thing. I have very expensive makeup and very cheap makeup. They all have fallout. How's that for a comment? I'm in a way today, aren't I? Alright, so that's putting it under the brow. And I'm using, this is in Sigma E25, and I've got this in the long version. Why is this hair keep... I need to cut it. I'm about ready to get a pair of scissors. Or either some hairspray. That would probably be a better way to handle things, Beth. Good night. Okay, so I'm going this inner corner area, just waking it up, and right across the lid, because I'm not going to do a pink lid. I could, I guess. Anyway. So let's just lighten that up. And we'll just go straight up and down on the inner corner. Tiered up. I overblended that. Now it's not white anymore. There. There. That's better. Okay. And then a little bit right there too. Oh, I almost did the other eye. We're not doing that. Okay, I'm going to flip the other side of this, and we're going to use this. Let's see what's the difference. And I'm doing just a pass on each one. Right underneath. This is also a matte white. Y'all, I bet there's no difference. What do y'all want to bet? Sometimes the reason you pay more for high-end is the branding. It's the packaging, which is part of branding. But sometimes it really is have to do with formulation. So I don't want y'all to think that just because something's more expensive, oh, it's all just because it's a look or it's a high-end. Well, that may be true. But it may actually be the formulation. Like, I know there's a huge formulation difference in Charlotte Tilbury. There's just no... She costs more, and she has definitely put some money into her packaging and research. Okay, that took about the same. This is not... I think color-wise, this is not quite as white. This is a little more cream, but that's fine. We're going to leave it. So that's that. Now we're going to use a... where's my shader? Where is it? There that is. So I'm going to just go ahead and get my crease color out. Okay. And I might as well just go ahead and get that and that. Okay. Y'all, I'm going to do basic brush needs. And I'm going to show them to you in a separate video. Okay, so let's keep going. Now I need a transition color. So I'm going to use, they even wrote in the color transition. So this is more of a taupey brown. So I will just make sure of the other two. You get two choices in the other one. I'm going to use the more taupey brown. So we're on this side. And as you can see, it's got good color payoff, y'all. There. And I'm actually going to use a different one because I'm not going to use, I'm going to use that other side just to kind of blend out that line. I can wait to blend, but I just kind of wanted to. Okay, so I'm going to use this other side now. This, out of those two colors, as you can see, that one right there, that one matches pretty much. It's a little lighter. So we may need a little more. just a little more. We'll see. Won't it be interesting if this does not have as good a coverage? I think it does, though. I think it's just a tad lighter. So we'll do 2 passes on this one because it's not quite as dark. And you can see that. If you look at my eye, this one's a little darker. So we'll just add a little more here. About the same. Okay, and then, okay, so that's done. Now we're going to use a crease color. Over here there's a pretty big difference is the only thing. This is almost black. So we'll do it last. This one, the crease color is just a darker brown and not much. It's still got a lot of gray tones in it, so we'll see how this goes. And we may have to kind of work it a little bit differently. I feel like I got a boo-boo in my eye. Did y'all see? Eyeball! Okay. So you always put down back here first because that's where the darkest area you want is. And I'm just going back and forth lightly. And I'm actually going to look up at you because when you look up, your eyelid grabs the brush and that kind of makes that color stay in the crease instead of flick out everywhere. It's blending itself up a little bit, and that's all I want to do. It's just a little bit in the crease to give you some definition. Now, I use the same brush. Over here, this is a little more black, so I'm not going to use as much. I may have to do some blending. But do you see how little the difference is up to now? Look. So you could still use this. There we go. I didn't put much black on here, so hopefully it will. And I'm going to look up again so it'll stay in the crease. Just kind of keep that pressed to the skin when you go back and forth, and the skin itself will grab it. It's a little darker, but I use so little of it, it's coming across almost the same. Look at that. It's a different tone. This is cooler because it's black and this is brown, so it does look a little different. So I'll look pretty